Hi everyone, it's Jen here from Tarot Spirit, excuse me, here for your weekly reading. And today I thought I'd just use 3 decks just because it's kind of fun. And I'll pull 3 cards and we'll see what the week has in store. So I already shuffled. Okay, and the first card from the team Steampunk Tarot is the Two of Pentacles. I always kind of hear like the Wizard of Oz, dun 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 dun, like the witch riding her bike. So this means we'll be a little busy this week. This is just juggling um, a lot going on, sort of the everyday busy life, kids, school, work, trying to fit in working out, getting our housework done, running errands, and then all the little other fun things that crop up just to keep life exciting. And it sometimes, the infinity symbol in here kind of, sometimes it seems like it never ends, you never get a break. And that's when, our mindfulness and our perspective really is something we need to cultivate and lean on, because just having that mindset of, oh my God, like all I do is, drive to work, go to work, come home, and it's mundane. And we have to really work on appreciating what we do have. And, if you approach something like, oh, it's so tired, I'm so sick of this drive, the drive's going to suck. But maybe you can, I listen to a lot of podcasts. There's tons of, on anything you're interested in, there are podcasts out there, trust me, because I listen to podcasts on tarot, on psychic things, on runes, there's literally anything you like, you can find a podcast on that will make your commute better and more interesting, and can even help, center you and calm you and greet the day in a little better mood, or listening to music or listening to books on tape. So look for little ways that you can make sort of things that seem like chores more enjoyable, and just try to, inject mindfulness and ways to make the day more fun and less mundane, so you don't feel stuck in a juggling tons of things and like you can't stop because you can't let something fall. It also, I'm getting a little bit of a feeling of trying to see if you can delegate or put something down. Like, you don't necessarily, do you really have to be out here biking in the middle of a storm? Sometimes maybe you do, but maybe you can look for ways to prevent that. And the next card is the Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So the first thing that came to my mind is speaking up. And I feel like this is really similar to last week's reading, that you have to communicate. If you want to get off sort of this perpetual state of mundane busyness that we find ourselves in this lifetime, you may need to speak up and make some clear-cut decisions and cut away some stuff that just is weighing you down, and it's just busy and sucking joy from your life. There are a lot of things we feel like we just can't, like we have to do that. We have to work, we have to bring the kids to school and to hockey and all those things. But there might be some things we can delegate or cut away or make easier for us if we really think about it, and sort of get rid of some emotional attachments that maybe are making us feel like we have to be burdened with something that we really don't. Or calling on your, clear-cut air sign friend that will be like, okay, that is stupid. You do not have to do that. Or why don't you have your husband do it, or your wife do it, or your friend do it, or, why don't you pay someone to come clean your house? You can afford to have someone come in, a couple times a month if that's really stressing you out. Give you some new ideas, or maybe give you a little bit of tough love. And some small differences can make a really big change. in your overall happiness. Let's see what this last card is. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. And yeah, so I feel like that's going to bring some passion back. I call this my honeymoon card. This is when a change in passions and feelings. It's like make room, make sure you're making room. You're juggling all these mundane things. Make sure you make room to get your passions in there as well. And factor that into your life. That's so important. And a change in what you're motivated about and what fires you up and what excites you and what you really want to work on in this life and what feeds your soul. Make sure you make room. So I think that Princess of Swords is going to cut away some crap that doesn't need to be there, that's just weighing you down. And it could even be your thoughts about your situation and how you're thinking about it. And that in turn is going to make way for this change and to bring some passion back into your life and get you fired up and excited about life again. It's funny though, this card, lots of times these cards, the knight's like flying in on a horse of flames practically, This one, she's just like going home. But, I feel like this goes back to what I was saying, like she's enjoying the ride. I just got that Grateful Dead. I may be going to hell in a bucket, but at least I'm enjoying the ride. I don't know why that came into my head, but I'll throw that out there. So just figure out a way to enjoy the ride wherever you have to go. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy the ride while you're there, while you're, on the way. So I feel like that's sort of the theme for this week. It's sort of bizarre. That just sort of came out of nowhere. But instead of feeling like this, try to feel like this, taking it in. I think it's about perspective. Are we going to be, the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz? Or, are we going to be chilling and enjoying the ride here? But it's going to take you to call up sort of your inner bitch and say, you know what, I don't need to do this. I don't care if I'm not the best mom that does everything, or I don't, I need to speak up and unload some of this stuff, or, damn it, maybe it is worth paying $30 or $60. I don't know how much it costs to have people come in and do stuff. I'm sure it's more like 60 to 100. And clean my house for me, the cleaning the floors, the like things that take a lot of time, a couple times a month, and you're worth it. You're worth that. And then you can bring in some things that you're passionate about. So look for creative ways to make room for the things that you enjoy, or to make tasks that seem tedious and like a burden more enjoyable this week. And I think some little changes can have really big payoffs. And then I wanted to pull daily guidance from your angel oracle cards just for the end here. Oops, okay. The ocean. I don't remember reading this one before. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Nice. So what I'm kind of getting from this, though, is the visualization, the imagery in your head. And that goes back to this Two of Pentacle cards of biking through the rain, or, taking a nice trail ride on this horse. Like, visualize using, visualization to transform your mood and how you're thinking about things and your perspective on things, to make the more mundane things more enjoyable and having more acceptance. That's really Eckhart Tolle. You don't have to love what you're doing, but you can be present and accept it and just and do it and let go of like the complaining and I wish I wasn't here, and it just makes those tasks more enjoyable, and it doesn't add a whole nother layer of stress and negativity that really don't, they're not beneficial, if that makes any sense. So even if you have to shut your eyes a couple times a day at your desk and just imagine the ocean or the breeze, sitting on the ocean breeze, hearing the waves, to sort of refresh you, or wherever your favorite place is. I think this would be mine right here on a horse, on a trail ride. But whatever that is for you. Thank you so much for watching. I have all but 2 of the February monthly horoscope readings done, so I'll get those out probably, this week sometime. So really appreciate you stopping by and watching my channel, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.